Hi, this is Mrs. Broad, and welcome to Pre-AP Algebra. We're going to start this year with just a little bit of a review over order of operations, combining like terms, how to distribute, things like that will be necessary for us to use throughout this year. So look at the first question. Which is correct? 15 plus 3 times 2 equals 36, or 15 plus 3 times 2 equals 21. So we've got to go back and we've got to think about PEMDAS. And if you remember PEMDAS, that's our order of operations. It means that we're going to do anything in parentheses first, any exponents second, multiply and divide, those are on the same level, so we would do those from left to right. And then add or subtract, also from left to right. Well, we don't have any parentheses and we don't have any exponents, so it looks like that we would need to multiply first. So that means that we would need to multiply the 3 and the 2 first, which gives us 6. And then we would need to add the 15 plus the 6, and we should get 21, not 36. So this is the correct way to solve that problem. But let's think, what did they do incorrectly on this first problem? And it looks like that they added first the 15 and the 3 and got 18, and then multiplied by 2 to get 36. So they did not follow the order of operations. So let's look at a couple review questions for order of operations. The great thing about our graphing calculators is if you plug it into the calculator correctly, it will understand how to do the order of operations for you. But it has to be entered correctly. So one way for number 1 that you could enter this is you could just hit the green alpha button in y equals and number 1 to bring up a fraction, and you could enter everything on the top into the numerator on the fraction and everything on the bottom into the denominator on your calculator and press enter and solve. Okay, another thing that we could do is we could just kind of simplify the numerator first. Well, we see multiplication and addition. We need to do the multiplication first. So 2 times 7 is 14, plus 5 times 3, which is 15. And that would give us 29 as our numerator. And then we could do the 30 minus 29 to get 1, and our answer would be 29. So sometimes it is a little easier just to work it out by hand instead of worrying about plugging it all into the calculator. But remember that our calculators do understand order of operations, so that is an option for us. So look at number 2. Let's just talk this one out. If we remember our order of operations, we know that we're going to solve anything in parentheses first. So that would mean that we're going to solve this first. I like to keep things kind of organized, so I would go ahead and write down anything else that I'm not doing at this moment. And I know that 2 times 3 is going to give me 6. So now I've got 16 divided by 4 equals 3 squared minus 6 times 6. So according to order of operations, exponents would be the second thing that I needed to do. So we know that 3 squared is 9. If you did want to go ahead and take care, if you said that that's a parentheses and you wanted to go ahead and do 6 times 6, that's fine. But that is also multiplication. We can take care of that in a minute. All right, so we are left with 16 divided by 4 times 9 minus 6 times 6. So remember, one thing that we did talk about is that multiplication and division are on the same level, which means one is not more important than the other, and we need to work them from left to right. So first thing we come across is a division sign. then multiplication. We're going to leave out the subtraction for now, and then multiplication again. So I'm going to start from left to right. 16 divided by 4. Well, that's 4. Notice I bring down all my steps. It's just good to show your work. Now I'm left with multiplication, subtraction, and multiplication. So 4 times 9 is 36. Minus, I'm going to go ahead and do this multiplication too. 6 times 6 is also 36. Now finally I can subtract, and I can see that my answer to this entire problem is 0. All right, one more for number 3. And if you see the brackets are going to act like parentheses, so we're going to solve those as if we were solving a problem with double parentheses, basically. So we've got 20 minus parentheses 4 squared divided by parentheses 2 plus 14 parentheses plus 5 divided by 4 squared minus 13. So we do want to work from inside out. So I want to work with this parentheses right there. And I know that that is going to give me an answer of 16. I'm going to go ahead and rewrite everything else that's in my numerator. And I can go ahead and do, since I want to finish every single thing inside those brackets first, I can go ahead and do this exponent and see that 4 squared is 16. And let's go ahead and simplify this entire numerator. So 16 divided by 16 is 1. I also have 20 minus 1 plus 5. Now I've got only addition and subtraction. Again, same level. One is not more important than the other, so I'm going to work from left to right. 20 minus 1 is 19, plus 5 is 24. So I can see that my numerator is going to be 24. Now I can go ahead and do the same order of operations down in my denominator. 4 squared is 16 minus 13. My denominator is 3. This can be simplified. If it can be simplified, simplify it. And so we know that 24 divided by 3 equals 8. If you are going to do this in the calculator, again, I would use the alpha y equals and bring up an actual fraction. Because that is the safest way to enter all this and get the correct answer. So there's a quick review on order of operations. Let's move on to simplifying expressions. So there's a couple rules on simplifying. If there's something that needs to be distributed, we need to do that first. If not, then we combine all like terms. And like terms are same variable with same variable, or if there's no variable, just a number with a number. So I like to highlight all of my like terms. So I can see here I've got 14p, and then I've got 11p. You always want to look at the sign in front of that letter, so that plus sign belongs to the 11. I also have a negative 7c minus 9c. So everything in blue, those are considered like terms. Everything in pink, those are considered like terms. So algebra is like another language. There's rules to it. And one of the main rules is that when you list your variables, you list them in alphabetical order. So that means, let's go ahead and write the c's first. So we want to do the math for that. So negative 7c minus 9c, that comes out to negative 16c. So then we've got 14p plus 11p, because we look at that sign in front, and that gives us plus 25p. They no longer have anything in common. That would be my final answer. Yes, it does mean the same if you write 25p minus 16c, but we're going to try to stick with the language of algebra, which is to write them alphabetically. So number 5, you can see I do have some parentheses here, so I am going to have to distribute before I can do anything else. So remember, the number in front of the parentheses gets distributed to everything in the parentheses. The 7 just comes straight down. So we've got 7 plus 3 times r plus 3 times s. So do we see any more like terms here? Well, 7 doesn't have a variable, so it is not the same as the other two. We've got 3r and 3s. All of those are different, so we can't do anything else with this. So this is considered simplified. Okay, so let's go on to number 6. Same thing, we do have some parentheses, so the first thing that we want to do is we want to go ahead and distribute. One big problem or big mistake that people make is when they distribute, they don't take that negative with them. If that negative is in front of the 7 or that minus is in front of the 7, it belongs to that 7, which means that it needs to get distributed with the 7. The 5 just comes straight down. Now we have negative 7 times 2n, so we get negative 14n. And negative 7 times a positive 1 is in negative 7. So you can see here we have a 5 and a negative 7. Those are considered like terms because they don't have a variable. Neither of them have a variable. So here's another algebra rule. You list letters in alphabetical order first, and then numbers with no variables are listed last. So we're going to go ahead and bring this negative 14 in. It doesn't have anything to combine with, so it just comes down. And then we're going to do 5 minus 7 is negative 2. The negative 14n and the minus 2 don't have anything in common, so that is considered a simplified answer. So take a look at number 7. We do have parentheses, but what do we distribute through those parentheses? Well, remember, if there is not a number written in behind that minus or in front of that parentheses, that is like there's an imaginary 1 there. So really what we are distributing is a negative 1 to everything. So common mistake, people forget to distribute that negative. So I'm going to bring down what I know, 11. Negative 1 times 5x is negative 5x. Negative 1 times 4 is negative 4. Again, I do have some things that I can combine. I can combine this 11 with this negative 4. What do I want to write first, according to our rules? According to our rules, we want to write anything that has a variable first. So I am going to bring down my negative 5x and then do 11 minus 4 and get plus 7. All right, so let's look at number 8. We've got a couple things to do here. We have to distribute in 2 different places. You do want to show your work. You want to do it step by step. Don't try to jump to the final answer. We will expect to see your work on your paper, okay? So first of all, we're going to just work with this first part. The negative 5 distributes to everything in the parentheses directly behind it. So negative 5 times 3y is negative 15y. Be super careful. A negative 5 times a negative 7 is a positive 35. 2 negatives make a positive. That is another common mistake. Again, just like the last problem, we've got this negative. It does need to be distributed. So negative 1 times 6 is negative 6, and negative 1 times 4y is negative 4y. So what can be combined? We've got y's here and y's here. Those can be combined. And our number and our number. So let's start with the y's. Negative 15y minus 4y is negative 19y. 35 minus 6 is a positive 29. Can we do anything else? And we can't because they are not like terms, so this would be simplified. Go ahead and pause your video right now and work number 9 on your own. When you're ready, unpause it and see if your answer matches mine. So, did you get 8x minus 17? I distributed that 3 to everything in the parentheses right behind it and got 12x minus 6. I distributed the negative 2 to everything in the parentheses behind it and got negative 4x minus 6. Don't forget that negative goes with it every time. And then I just brought down the negative 5. I was able to combine my x's. 12x minus 4x is 8x, and then negative 6 minus negative 6 is negative 12. Minus 5 more is negative 17, and there's nothing else I can do from there. All right, one more review problem for today. We're going to simplify, and then we're going to evaluate. So evaluate means to solve. They told us what the value of x is. So after we get it simplified, we'll plug that value for x in and get an actual answer. So we see the 10, it's all by itself, so let's just bring it down. I'm going to distribute that 2 to everything behind it. So negative 6, and then don't forget a negative times a negative is going to make that a positive 8x. This negative, or negative 1, distributes to everything behind it. For negative 3x, again, negative times a negative makes a positive 2. Let's see what we have that's the same. I've got a 10 and a minus 6. No variables on those. And a plus 3. Sorry, I'm plus 2. So those are all alike. And then I've got an 8x and a negative 3x. So let's see what we get. Let's go ahead and do our x's, because alphabetically, or by our rules, that would come first. 8x minus 3x is 5x. And then 10 minus 6 we know is 4, plus 2 is 6. So that's our first step. We did simplify it. The second step is evaluate for x equals negative 4. That means that we need to plug negative 4 into the simplified expression for x and solve. And we do want to see you do that. So go ahead and show that you're plugging negative 4 in. And you know that 5 times negative 4 is negative 20 plus 6. So the answer would be negative 14. So when we ask you to simplify, this would be the simplified expression, 5x plus 6, and negative 14 would be the overall answer. All right, see y'all next time.